If you ever mind, I can't take ya. Go, go, go. You pay them, yeah. Anywhere, touch the anywhere. What they start my hustle soon. As soon as they break, if you can't wait, they carry us through. As soon as they break, we pressure.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. Well, it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put it to Ichiki.
As soon as they pray, when chicken say, Bogoli Oko, it's a gossip. As soon as they pray, when chicken say, Bogoli Oko, it's a gossip. Let me say a pleasant good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia. Welcome to the January 13, 2026 edition of the program from the Pre-News. This beautiful Tuesday in Liberia. My name is Wendell Nimna, and I'm here with Esther Daku. Together, we'll run you up to 12:30 this afternoon, bringing you stories making headlines in the print media. Before we cross over to Esther, we'd like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store with a branch on the Old Road Smart Road Junction, and the head branch is down Gurley Street, Monrovia. And also proud to be associated with the Print News is Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. So good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to the good people of Liberia. I'm glad to be here this morning.
All right, so Esther and I, we have in our studio the hard copies of the Front Page Africa and the Inquirer newspaper. Too many interesting stories to share with you on this edition of the program. So we will now run to the Front Page Africa newspaper and begin with the top stories. No overnight solutions. VP Kun admits government has failed to quickly create jobs for Liberians. Very, very interesting story. And so we can run a few lines from there. And let's see. Let's make our way quickly to page 6 of the Front Page Africa newspaper. And I'm trying to make my way to page 6 to bring you that story. Yes, I'm there. All right. Nearly 2 years into the Unity Party-led administration of President Joseph Nima Bouaka and Vice President Jeremiah Cohen has acknowledged that job creation remains one of the government's most pressing challenges. Despite ongoing efforts, VP Cohen admitted that the government has not been able to promptly provide adequate employment opportunities for Liberians, citing structural and economic constraints. The vice president made the admission Monday, January 12, during the opening of the third session of the 55th National Legislature on Capitol Hill. Cohen, who also serves as president of the Liberian Senate, said the government is taking deliberate steps to tackle unemployment, though progress will take time. According to him, the full execution of the over US $1.2 billion national development budget for the current fiscal year is aimed at creating an enabling environment for both domestic and foreign investment, expanding access to reliable electricity, revitalizing large-scale agriculture, strengthening infrastructure, and fostering conditions for a vibrant private sector. He cautioned, however, that these measures are not immediate fixes. These efforts are not overnight solutions, but they are necessary foundations for long-term prosperity, VP Cohen said. We acknowledge with honesty and humility that job creation remains one of our greatest national challenges, but the deliberate and sustained efforts are underway, he added. Commitment to a rest agenda, VP Cohen assured Liberians that the president remains fully committed to the arrest agenda
a development framework designed to transform lives, restore public confidence in state institutions, and build a resilient and inclusive economy. Commending the opposition, the vice president also commended opposition lawmakers for playing their constitutional role in holding the government accountable, noting that democracy thrives on scrutiny and dissent when exercised constructively. A strong democracy requires vigilance and accountability, he said, but accountability is most powerful when it is constructive, rooted in dialogue, evidence, policy debate, and law for country. He warned against what he described as politics driven by personal attacks, false allegations, and destructive rhetoric. Our people deserve better. Our democracy demands better, he said. Call for focus and discipline, turning to members of the ruling party. VP Kuhn. Continuation of that story is on page 8. You can grab a copy of the front page Africa newspaper. And let's bring you more top stories. Fully cleared. Police exonerate Deputy Minister McGill after negative DNA results. So finally, making a difference, Liberia Airport Authority workers deployed management for ending years of transport hardship. And that does it for top stories. So let's get to the big ones on the front page. Experts say repass Liberia's Sea and Inland Ports Regulatory Act addresses president's concern and reject power grab claims. Let's leave it right there and take our final story on the front page of the front page Africa newspaper. NSA suspended official scandal puts Liberia's justice system to test. Why police charged Jala? Following a formal complaint filed on January 5, 2026, concerning repeated sexual abuse of a 16-year-old minor, the LMP launched a full investigation. Investigative findings include medical examinations confirming injuries consistent with sexual abuse, detailed, time-specific accounts provided by the victim, independent witnesses corroborating the victim's presence at the defendant's residence, and GSM forensic analysis placing the suspect within the vicinity of the crime scene during the relevant period. Statements provided by the defendant were materially contradicted by both witness testimony and forensic evidence. Colonel Gregory Coleman, Inspector General, Liberia National Police. And, folks, this is trending. So let's take a few lines from there. Very interesting. The dismissed Deputy Minister J. Brian McGill, who was allegedly involved with a minor. According to the LMP, the test conducted was proven negative. The imprisonment of Peter Bonjala, a suspended senior aide to Liberia's National Security Agency Director, Prince C. Johnson, at the Monrovia Central Prison, marks more than the progression of a criminal case. It represents a moment of reckoning for Liberia's justice system, one that tests whether the law can operate without fear or favor when allegations reach into the upper ranks of national security. Jala, a special assistant to NSA Director Major General Prince C. Johnson, has been formally charged with gang rape, statutory rape and kidnapping involving a 16-year-old boy. The Liberia National Police, following an investigation led by the Women and Children Protection Section, forwarded the matter to the Monrovia City Court, where a judge ordered his remand pending further judicial proceedings. In a country still grappling with legacies of impunity and institutional mistrust, the case has ignited public debate not merely about the alleged conduct of one man, but about the structural vulnerabilities that allow authority, access, and silence to interest, often at the expense of children. Width of the allegations, according to police charge sheets, RID number 014-2026, the state alleges that the accused sexually abused the minor on multiple occasions between late November 2025 and early January 2026. Prosecutors have invoked serious felony provisions of Liberia's penal law, charges that, if proven, carry severe custodial penalties. Investigators alleged that the victim, a community-based soccer player from Sinker, was targeted through a pattern of grooming small cash payments for coerced, cultivated familiarity, and ultimately the promise of football boots. Police says the police say this endorsement culminated in the child being taken to an unknown residence near Camp Johnson Road, where he was allegedly drugged and repeatedly assaulted over several days. The victim was later discovered in a distressed and critical condition near a beach in Sinker and transported to the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital, where he continues to receive treatment. Evidence, not emotion. In cases of this gravity, courts are guided not by outrage but by evidence. Police say medical examinations at the JFK One-Stop Center reveal injuries consistent with sexual assault. Digital forensic analysis allegedly placed the accused within the vicinity of the crime scenes, challenging assertions that he had no contact with the victim. Witness statements reportedly corroborate sustained interaction between the accused and the minor, while others claim they physically rescued the boy in a state of. The Inspector General, Colonel Gregory O.D. Coleman, has publicly committed the LMP to pursuing all individuals connected to the alleged crimes, including 2 suspects who remain at large, an assurance that will be measured not by words but by arrests and prosecutions. Power, proximity, and state. What renders this case uniquely consequential is not only the nature of the allegations, but the institutional proximity of the accused to the nation's security leadership. For critics, the question is unavoidable: how many warning signs are missed when authority figures operate within communities marked by poverty, admiration, and limited oversight? The NSA's decision to suspend Jala pending trial reflects procedural prudence, yet suspension alone does not answer the broader concern of whether internal accountability mechanisms are robust enough to detect, deter, or disrupt abuse before it escalates into criminal prosecution. Due process under the spotlight. Jala's legal team has challenged aspects of his detention, filing a writ of habeas corpus over alleged violations of statutory holding periods, Such challenges are not technical distractions. They are essential components of constitutional democracy. The legitimacy of any eventual verdict, guilty or not, depends on scrupulous adherence to due process. At the same time, Liberia's courts must ensure that procedural rigor does not become a shield for delay, disappearance of evidence, or intimidation of witnesses, failures that have historically eroded public confidence in high profile prosecutions. A test larger than one defendant. Legally, Peter Bonjala stands presumed innocent until proven guilty. That presumption is not negotiable. Yet, institutionally, the state is already on trial in the court of public conscience. Well, folks, I think we can leave it right there and send controls to Esther. Esther is going to run us through the Inquirer newspaper. So,
Thank
Esther,
you.
let's hear from you.
Right. Thank you, Wendell. We have on my decks the Inquirer newspaper, and the top story says Michael Clare Jala Hope.
Mm.
This is right here on the
Let's get a few lines from that story.
right. It's right on the front page of this paper, and it says, at long last, the Liberian National Police has finally declared former Deputy Youth and Sports Minister Brian Michael of rape allegations, claiming it has found no evidence to warrant charges against Michael. However, the LMP, on the contrary, has now forwarded to court the Liberia National Security Agency senior official Peter Bonjala after being charged with the crimes of statutory rape, sodomy, gang rape, and kidnapping of a 16-year-old boy. Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Gregory Coleman, during a press conference yesterday, January 12, 2025, said the investigation, which was launched after a formal complaint was made late last year, has found no evidence to prosecute Miguel. During his briefing, Coleman noted the LMP has now completed a thorough investigation into the matter involving former Deputy Minister Miguel and found no credible evidence to warrant charges. In that light and foregoing, this case is now considered closed closed unless page 10 has a story. Let's run there and bring a completion of this story. New information emerges, which means we are still investigating to identify the perpetrator. RG Coleman narrated. According to him, the investigation covered GSM call log and cell site location analysis, independent GPS verification, a review of available CCTV footage, and comprehensive DNA testing conducted by international forensic partners. He pointed out that none of those processes linked Bryant Miguel to the crime, explaining that telecommunications and GPS data conclusively show that Miguel was not present at the relevant location at the time of the alleged incident. Colonel Coleman also disclosed that during the time of the investigation, CCTV footage failed to place him, Miguel, at the scene, while the DNA analysis concluded Miguel as a contributor to the biological material recovered from the victim's clothing. Although unidentified male DNA was detected, the police RG further clarified that it did not match Michael's DNA profile and noted based on the totality of the digital forensic and the physical evidence, the LMP has officially exonerated Michael. He further revealed that the case remains open as authorities continue effort to identify the unknown DNA contributor and reiterated the LMP commitment to victim protection, fairness, and due process. Meanwhile, the Liberia National Police says it has formally charged and forwarded to court suspect Peter Bonjala, an officer of the NSA, for the alleged crime of statutory rape, among others, against a 16-year-old. So far, so good. These are all of the stories we are going to take. Let's come back to the front page of this paper. Dr. Yan's performance makes NPIL's 2025 report attractive. Dr. Yan's performance makes PHIL's 2025 report attractive. And let's see more ritualistic killings surface in Nimba is a question. And it says a growing rumors of ritualistic killings carried out by so-called hitmen, locally referred to as Hanmen, people involved in ritualistic killing, have unsettled communities across Zogai district, with many residents reporting heightened fear, especially after dark. Local sources says whispers of unidentified men loitering along bushline highways have circulated for months, leading parents to restrict movement and motorcycle riders to avoid night trips. Women, youth, and even school-going children are not allowed to walk alone to nearby towns for fear of the Haman activities, said a Robert Tapper and buyer, Roger Menzor. Motorcyclist Aline Dacon echoed the anxiety, stating, "We will not wait to be captured. Where there is smoke, there is fire." Many of us no longer travel at night with passengers in any of the towns in Zoge. When contacted, Ban City Corporation Mayor Sapa Mine described the reports as rumors, noting that no one has been caught in the act. Information about Haman chasing people on the road is circulating in many towns, but Ban itself is calm. There has been no confirmation of such incidents, Ma said. Attempts to reach the local police for comments where completion is right here on page 10 were unsuccessful. Assistant Commissioner of Police Madin Lamy, contacted via phone, said he was resting and would comment after consulting with the Liberia National Police Depot in Pine. Meanwhile, an unease lingers. Investigations into the alleged activities that are ongoing. At the back page of the Inquiry newspaper, economist Taba challenges IMF. Okay, this is at the back page of this paper. The Director General of the Legislative Budget, okay, Office Otello S. Taba, has counter-argued the International Monetary Fund's assessment of the government's ambitious arrest agenda. Taba also refuted the IMF's characterization of US 8.4 billion development plan as unrealistic, arguing that the international financial institutions' concerns are overly conservative and risks hindering the country's progress. The arrest agenda, championed by the Unity Party, aims to significantly improve infrastructure, education, healthcare, and other key sectors within the country. The IMF, however, has further expressed reservations, citing concerns over the reliance on non consensual borrowing and potential threats to macroeconomic stability. Tabat, an instructor of the University of Liberia, directly challenged the IMF stance. Perspective undermines the urgent development needs of Liberia and misrepresents the the viability of the IRS agenda. Taba further emphasized the crucial need for large-scale investment to address Liberia's substantial development gaps and said the IMF conflicts ambition with impartiality. He at the same time argued that dismissing the agenda as unrealistic ignores severity of the challenges Liberia faces and the political imperative for transformative change. Taba pointed out that the IMF concerns about declining donor support overlook the evolving landscape of global development finance, highlighting the growing interest in frontier economies from private capital and impact investors. He also talked about the potential of public private partnerships for sustainable infrastructure, facing the successes of other African nations in mobilizing funds through blended finance and sovereign instruments. Tabai believed that external financing is not a weakness, but a strategic tool for accelerating growth, thus challenging the IMF's demand for increased domestic resource mobilization. He noted that the IRS agenda already allocates a significant 30% of its funding from government revenue, arguing that demanding subsequently more risks overburdening citizens and stiffing the private sector. Meanwhile, addressing the IMF's concern about non-concessional borrowing, Tabar asserted that strategically directed borrowing for productive infrastructure can actually enhance debt sustainability. He further pointed out that Liberia's debt to GDP ratio remains manageable compared to its regional counterpart, warning that the IMF cautioned risks perpetuating dependency on plasma aid and undermining Liberia's sovereign right to pursue a growth strategy tailored to its unique needs. We will stop you right here. You can grab a copy to read in depth. LACC challenges George in Kamara case. This is the final story at the back page when the other send controls to you.
Thank you very much, Esther Daku, for that splendid presentation of the Inquirer newspaper. We will shortly join our weather report man, Suleiman Tunis, to fill us in with the happenings with the weather today. But just before we do, we'd like to recap those stories we brought to you this morning, Esther and I, and then we send controls to our weather report man, come back with our regular break. So this morning, these are the stories we brought to you from the front page Africa newspaper. No overnight solutions. Jobs for Liberians. Fully cleared, police exonerate Deputy Minister McGill after negative DNA results. And lastly, for top stories, making a difference, Liberia Airport Authority workers applaud management. These are the Barna stories. Experts say repass Liberia Sea and Inland Ports Regulatory Act addresses president's concern and reject power grab claims. No legal conflict. And then lastly, NSA suspended official scandal puts Liberia's justice system to test. Why police charge Jala? Right, that does it for the front page Africa. Now the Inquirer. Maggie cleared and Jala hooked. Dr. Young's performance makes PHRL's 2025 report attractive. And ritualistic killing surface in Nimba is a question mark to this caption. The back page, economist Taba challenges IMF. And then the LACC, that's the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, challenges George in Kamara's case. And that's all we brought you this morning from the Inquirer and the front page Africa newspaper. We now send controls to our weather report man, Suleiman Tunis. Tunis, good morning and welcome. You're muted.
Sorry about that. This is good morning, Windell. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Again, this is your weatherman, Suleiman Hashim Tunis, coming to you live from New York City, Staten Island to be precise. Your weather today, it's going to be partly sunny. You're going to get a lot of sunshine today. Prepare for the heat also. 84 degrees, but it feels like 91. So if you're sitting in the air conditioner right now, Wendell, when you're going out there, get a little handkerchief, because you want to feel the heat out there a little bit. Okay, and you know, it will look like in the afternoon lunch hour, like it's trying to rain, but don't mind that rain. Just a drop of water, like you finished drinking already, and small thing I left in the cup, so that I don't worry about it. Okay, it's going to be really hot today. A lot of sunshine. You will experience that around the Monrovia area. Tomorrow is a little bit different. tomorrow you will experience a little bit scatter of thunderstorm, but it's not going to be too much. It's going to be in the morning area, and it will continue up to the afternoon. But there will be a lot of sunshine also, but there will be fight. It will be like a fighting type. The cloud and the sun will be like that, but the sun will overshadow that. So y'all got some good days tomorrow. As you know, it's surprising to us, we the older guys, that time like this, it keep raining. You know, this is the time the sun will really come up. January, February, March, and
Global warming.
April. Yeah, you know, so we're experiencing, this is really what we experience, we call global warming, climate change. This is what it is. January is raining like this, you know. But anyway, that you guys who came from up interior, you came in our city, you brought the rain to us. You're too many in our city now. So I think, anyway, that's your weather, the 2 days weather forecast today and tomorrow. Let's say Thursday when you're going to have so much sunshine, you will even run away. You're going to be 85, and it will look like 95. So the few days you're going to have a lot of sunshine. If you have outside activity, definitely it's going to work out for you. You schedule anything for outside, it's going to work out for you because you will have a lot of sunshine these few days. The only days you'll be worried about is Friday and Saturday, but we have not reached to that yet. Probably before we get there, the weather will change itself. But that's about it. Thank you. You are hearing this weather report directly from Freedom FM 87.9. We're always accurate with our weather report. That's the reason why we give it to you. Not only the weather, but anything we tell you, take it to anywhere. It will be the same news. The only thing that will be left back is the update on it. So always listen to Freedom FM as your stations, your brothers and sisters that bring entertainment like someone like Wendell, Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon when he bringing you the oldies, make you to remember when Esther said we're not born.
I know, right? I know that's the window quiet stuff.
The quiet storm. So if you can come on Sunday from church, just tune to Freedom FM. When that quiet storm, you'll remember all the days. Sometimes you will even shed tears for the kind of music he played.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we are. So Freedom FM is your station to listen to. Thank you so much. I'm going to be hanging out with you a little bit, and then I'll be going to work.
All right. Thank you very much. That's the voice of Suleiman Hashem Tunis. He's our weather report man. As a matter of fact, one of the lead presenter on the Nighttime Spain. And Tunis will soon be bidding farewell to the radio because he has some family engagement to turn to. But when we're ready, we'll break the news. We'll give you the time. Tunis will be, parting ways. To get some rest, all right? I'm quite sure he's not retiring for good. He's just taking off, some time to attend to some family issues. So, folks, you can join us every day right here on Freedom 87.9 from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. when we run you through the stories making headlines in the print media and also share with you the weather report for today. So let's go and take word from our sponsor.
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever our occasion jumping till the break of dawn. Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gully Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said it when you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, son, going deep and deeper. Put it to Ichiki. We are living sense in our.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the search of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia.
We want peace in Liberia, we want peace in Monrovia, and we want peace everywhere. So says Crime Stopper Liberia. We must learn to respect the laws of the land. You know, this country, the country got men, but it's not a country of men. It's a country of laws. So when you violate the laws, you must, face the full weight of it. And folks, those were words from our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street. Those of you having, your little restaurant and you're looking for drinks to sell there for cheaper price, I'm sending you right now to Exodus Best Price Store. They have everything to suit the occasion for you. Maybe you're having a party, you're having some get together. You want people to be there, you want to have fun. They have everything. Alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages are sold there for cheaper price. All right, so make your way. If you're around the Painesville, Congo Town bed, you can stop on the Old Road Smart Road Junction. Exodus Best Price Store is right there. Or if you're in Central Town or across the bridge, they are right there on Gurley Street. And also proud to be associated with the program is Mayuba and Sons. They are one of the big hands in the petroleum business in this country. All right, folks, so we listened to all of the stories we brought you. But my own attention has been drawn to the assertion made by the Vice President of Liberia. All right? Some of the things we told y'all is coming to pass. Because when we said it, you people were calling us all kinds of names. Whatever way you're branding us, that's your business. But, the things we said, you can today see the reality of the things we told you. Because one of the things you said that you didn't like President George Weah for was because he was not creating job opportunities for Liberians, So you voted him out. You brought a government that you said was going to create jobs for Liberians. Today, the second man in this country, the most powerful second man in this country, the Vice President Jeremiah Cohn is telling us that his government has failed to create job opportunities. That means saying it, I only quoting him. And so don't say winner say. Say the Vice President. The Vice President yesterday was the opening of the 55th session of the National Legislature. And that was when he made the assertion that the government has failed in creating job opportunities for
And that
Liberians.
is right. That is true.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, the few people who, trying to find something to do for themselves, the Moravia City Corporation been seizing their goods. Even during the festive season window, you will not believe it.
Yeah.
People goods were still seized.
Yeah. Yeah.
The PPCC in there the same way,
Yeah.
which is really wrong. You cannot employ everybody.
And
So let the people live.
And I also confronted the head of the Monrovia City Police, who is a personal friend.
Mm.
That look, it's a good thing to police the city. All right, we all want to have free passage and everything, but taking away these struggling sellers.
Taking the market.
The people, somebody will bless you for something at $10. You go take your late $10, you go buy something that goes to go sell and get your late $100 or $200 profit. The Monrovia City Police guy will come and take your goods at the end. Esther, can you imagine? I didn't want to do it because I know they are all young men. They are struggling themselves, are struggling to survive and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But can you imagine? I was able to witness them sharing those goods amongst themselves. They took the people thing now they carry. My man, you get plastic bag, you own, and you know what they can collect? Everything that they need at home. Toothpaste, bathing soap, you just name it.
But I just
Clothes.
them, even the riot police who witnessed what happened to CDC part of the headquarters when
Yeah.
they went to raid. They were
Hey,
sitting there.
hey, can you
So they
imagine?
look for the opportunity. The moment you say go,
Go
there,
there.
nobody should sell it. The
Mhm.
next thing, they're running beyond the people,
Yeah.
taking the market from them. They'll put it in the truck. They'll pack it, and you will not get it back.
And you
They will
know,
take them to the
Mhm.
the working place. They will share it among themselves. Everybody got to benefit.
so you see,
At the end of the day, you discourage that person from what they're doing. When they go to steal or when they get involved with prostitution, we say, why can this person try to do this or do that? When I must commend the young people. Go waterside and see. There are a lot of young people down there that are trying to make ends meet for themselves.
Mhm.
So you gotta give them chance.
Mhm.
If you don't want them passing around in the street to sell,
Find
give
somewhere.
them a place for them to sell.
Exactly.
That waterside in there is small.
Mhm.
You see that it's very crowded.
The other
Where's
day,
the space?
the other day, the government came and said
They gotta sell too.
the children then that are on the street selling, they catching them to carry them where? How you will catch the children then? You hear your vice president saying they failed to create jobs. So how will these children parents get job when you supposed to create the job? You're not making any, progress in creating jobs.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, the people would get money, beg for money, take it, give it to their children to go sell just to, keep them up, for the upkeep of the family.
And the funny part about it, if you arrest these children that are selling on the street, smaller children,
Yeah.
where will you take them?
Where
You
will
don't
you
even
take them?
have a system in place, that talk about foster care. Where you got other countries got foster care system where they put the children in homes, they can
Yeah.
raise them then. You don't have anything like that. So when you're arresting
Exactly.
you carry them to your house.
Exactly.
Funny
So
though.
we all know
Because at
that.
the end of the day, you put a life at risk. They got some people who are who are assigned with a different rights, and we know some of them are evil. They do
Yeah.
things to people.
That one kids we just own now.
Exactly.
They're born jala kids. Somebody in the area you
grab
saw the
somebody's
labor
child
because you want buying
When they
football
in the
boots.
care or another person at the end
Because
of the
you
day,
want-
something happens to them.
Because you want to buy the child, you promise to buy the child football boots, so you carry the child somewhere, drug the child,
Well-
and you have multiple sex with the child
Right. Window.
because you promised the child you will buy them football boots.
just to that,
Yeah.
there's a audio that
Mm.
was that's circulating. I think you
Yeah,
listen to
yes,
the audio.
yeah. Listen to the
And
audio.
when you listen to the
Mm.
guy's explanation, you will be like,
Wow.
are they lying on this guy? I mean, I've been like back and forth with this thing
Mhm.
because I mean he's bold about what he's saying. He's he have never even seen the ball before.
Well, the same DNA that was
Wow.
conducted that today exonerated the former deputy minister at the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Right.
Let's see what the DNA would do because this issue of gang rape in our country. No wonder why. Look, we have some good friends at the National Security Agency.
Mhm.
A journalist posted on his page why was the identity or the place of work of this man, are shown to the public. Why don't you come up and say, look, Peter Bonjala or Liberian was, involved with gang rape. You had to attach his working place. How can you separate this man from national? Just the other day, we heard in the Asom case that some of the guys were complaining they were being sodomized,
Right.
So do we have people now in the National Security Agency with the kind of a thing going on that they got people there just to rape people, black your face at night, take you somewhere, off your clothes, and they penetrate you, because the issue of
Same thing going on at the
Mhm.
prison.
Yeah.
A lot of people have come from
Yeah.
that prison and
yeah,
they said it.
their bungas finish.
Which is
Yeah,
a sad thing. This is Africa.
so-
We really don't know these.
Folks, these are the
So
things
let's
that
do.
you say President Weah was not doing. All right. So President Weah issue now is history.
Mm.
Your vice president, the Unity Party people,
Mhm.
your vice president is telling us that they have failed to create jobs in the last 2 years. So where are we heading as a country?
How are you
These
rescuing
people
us?
came to power with lies
Mhm.
and they are still carrying on their lies. The man said the economy is bad.
Mhm.
Why are the other people telling us the economy is good? So who are we going to listen to? Let's hear from Tunis, then we get to the phone lines.
Yeah, my brother, the Liberia we found ourselves in, what puzzled me about the Bonjala case is up to now we have not heard from the court that he been indicted. He had just been,
He was charged
He was
and
charged,
forwarded to court.
forwarded to court.
yeah, but he never been indicted. He never give all the you charge you that the
It's
police
a-
charge. The
Mhm.
police charge sheet will take you to court, and because they keep using allege,
Mhm.
so he has not been indicted yet. Before the case reached to the courthouse, because this is a felony. It's a felony case, sodomizing a young
also,
little child.
it also has to be proven,
Yeah,
yeah.
but this is why they have to indict him. They take it to grand jury. The grand jury will evaluate the case. It's not yet to the court. This thing take like 24 to 72 hours for him to be indicted before the case go to court, especially felony case. It have to be heard by grand jury. Then they will indict him officially. They will serve in the indictment. Then that indictment would summon him to court. But no, all the thing they're doing, the people just playing with our mind when it comes to certain people. All right, what I'm saying, go and find out. The indictment procedure have to go through. Then after the indictment, the case will really go to court for a hearing before he say he's not guilty or guilty. If he says he's not guilty, he will take it to trial.
We
But
hope
no
some lawyers,
indictment of himself.
we hope some of the lawyers who are listening can call us and make some clarity on this because
Yeah, let me stop right here. I mean, definitely let it call and you will see. They have to they have to let us know. The charging is different because that's an accusation. That's a charge sheet they take into court.
Councilor Sion, if you are listening, you can call us and just update us on what our brother is saying.
Every case like that, even the 14 years old girl.
We know
the
that
case was
the police is responsible to charge and then forward you to court.
yes.
And then the court, proceeding starts from there.
The
So I don't know
proceedings start with grand jury. The grand
Okay.
jury will indict you because they will look at the weight of the case to see if there's enough sufficient proof for this man to go to court. That's from that point they will determine. And as soon as they indict you, no more allege is there anymore. But they keep telling you it's alleged. Allege is something that they are not sure you did or you didn't.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's why they keep using that word allege. But the moment you are indicted, there are sufficient proof for you to be taken to court.
Okay.
All right. They
All
can't
right,
just
so-
take him to court. But right now he's detained if he's not bailed out yet. He is detained until they summon him the felony charge. They charge him, but what is the charge? Is this a felony or misdemeanor?
Well,
Because
he was charged for gang rape.
which is equivalent to be a felony charge, and felony charge it go to Supreme Court for that. That's not easy. That's not petty crime there.
Yeah.
Okay. I wish somebody who know the law. Okay.
Yeah, we hope some of you who are lawyers that are listening, you can call in and fit us in. We don't have that legal minds to speak.
This is the reason why I'm here. I have a little legal mind. I wanted to come and challenge us because this is what Freedom FM is all about. We got certain people who get vast experience in some of the things.
If my brother is listening, Mr. Dennis, Edwin Dennis, if you are listening, please call.
Edwin Dennis is my good friend. He used to be here, right here in Philadelphia. He knows me very well.
All right, so folks, let's get to the phone lines. You heard the assertion made on yesterday by the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia that his government has failed to create job opportunities for Liberians. And that's why you see today the country is just helter-skelter. No jobs, nowhere to fetch money for your family. Everything, while they are telling us the economy is good, the vice president is telling us the economy is bad. So these are things that they came to power with, lies, and that the very lies they are continuing with. So let's get to the lines and hear from you. Those of you who are following, you can call us. If you're watching us from where you are watching us, please drop your comment on our Facebook and YouTube live. We'll get to Esther to read them out.
Yes. Don't forget to know that the vice president, even though he's a vice president, but he's a sedition.
You're breaking in. You can please come back with what you just said.
I said, don't forget to know, even though the vice president is sitting in that position, but he is a sedition.
I don't consider him a sedition. I consider him to be a UPS or member of the Prince Johnson party.
But wasn't he a former sedition?
Oh, I'm not sure. But I know he had ranks with CDC. I don't know whether he was a member.
Oh, okay. All right.
So 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. The WhatsApp line is +2 31 886 500 104. All right, and the female line is 0770 297 016. Let's take you as our first caller. Hello.
How you doing? How everything?
I'm fine. Why are you calling us on no number?
Oh, sorry.
All right, please call back because we don't like people calling us on. I'm one person that I don't take on no number. So just in case you want to make your input, Esther, can you get those other phones to me? All right, so call. Let's go to the line and take this person. Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you joined the conversation from. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I really want to hear that president saying this for him. So this just waiting to get money to pay him for him. Like you want to get out.
You want to listen? You want me to play the audio?
Exactly. So they were saying it, and then I put
No, I don't have the audio in my possession, but he made the assertion yesterday during the opening of the 55th National Legislature So I know when we have the audio, we have it play for you. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk to another person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing? How are you doing here?
I'm fine. I'm here with Esther and Suleiman. What's your name?
I'm Amos Robati, and I joined the conversation from Anthony Rainwater.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, as you were saying, the bad president read the city economy is bad. And obviously it's very bad. The economy on Jesus Burger is very much bad.
So what are you selling in Waterside?
Well, I do useless business.
I know you made a lot. Since this morning, have you sold out? Since this morning, have you sold out?
There's only 200 they were saying around the one that it was on Thursday morning. 200 they were saying. So it's just the economy I don't know where it is. I don't know where it's the careful and they don't say I don't know where they used to go there and business. Yeah, but it's very bad. Obviously, I'm crying.
Okay. All right, my brother. Thank you, Amos. Thank you so much for your contribution on the pre-news. The calls, keep your calls coming in. The numbers to call are 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. And the female line to call is 0770 297 016. You can call and make your input on the program from the pre-news. Let's take this person. Hello? Hello? Masisi, welcome to the show, the female general. How are you?
Let me say hi to Esther and my people out there. Brother Tune, my savior. So I hear you, somebody asking what a man said when you work on the cabinet and come to work. What the man said that the people are suffering. Family are suffering, they are feeling the pinch of this country. The economy, when they say, well, in a solid night, in a demon move. You can't get it from that no move. They say, well, in a Cambo, talk about Darrow Delon in this country. But we don't see all one place. Everybody will enjoy the economy when we're in the solid. But what is today? You know, when it's demon, when they will something to take it from there, get here. In the devil, my play, and now economy. Yes, put you in the sort of massive, put you in every day and then. All that man telling us, you get money party, I was saying yesterday, you get money party. All the people today see money party saying the court. The more in the street getting one another. Getting here that they're going to talk about you. In your own understanding, that was yesterday was right with them. And the whole world looking at that man for making the court. You're son of man, somebody, 3 giant men. And you say you carry it to court, and they're walking majestically and shaking hands by a lawyer. But yet, they're not for a year, you brought arms. You brought arms for the yesterday just to get to solve your to court that will work for 14 war. People watching and they put on your story, they're in the different destiny, now you can see them. Why are the women group? What if you put on your top of people in the country, but they had each people can't fuck it. The country now, when they're running, you see that it's so big. Without seeing the people, they're breaking people who. Even the man said, will I get no project, would I want to lie again with them? The man said, no project, like, see the project, they're rolling. All the projects, the south and the south, that won't say, you know, but I won't buy it. He said it, I want to hear it too. They want to argue, what the man said, but they audio. Then you want to listen to the school now, we're not getting the audio. Then I'm going to play for I want you to hear this money. What are they answering? What are they saying? Suffering. He can't talk about what the man said, I think that I'm going to suffering. He hear that one man said it, but they come to me, maybe hear it. Maybe they go probably go shop land this morning. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Masisi. Thank you for your contribution. And folks, don't hesitate to place your calls. Let's talk to you. Hello? Hello? All right, we lost that person. You can call us back on 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello?
Yeah?
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Your name?
My name is Mariah Dennis, calling from Karen.
Mariah Den. Oh, you call and you don't have anything to import. It's better you stay away from the phone lines. All right. Don't give others the chance. You call, You're probably listening and you wanted to make your input, but you call and just call your name and you went off. So Esther, let's take few comments. We'll come back and close up with few calls. Let's get to the comment section and read them out.
Okay, we have Meritule. She says, "Good morning. I'm watching from New Georgia. Estate, thanks." We have Nicholas Yolocon. He says, "Good morning, Freedom FM. I'm following from the Regime Speaker District, to be specific, the township of Dixville." And we have M. Sources. He says, "You are welcome, watching from Dolo Town." Arnold Weir says, "Good morning. I'm watching from Habel Firestone Camp 1. We have Henry Tito Jr. Good morning. I'm following you from my residence in Upper Caldwell Faith Community. Gay Caesar Divine Grace Bison Jr. Good morning, guys. I'm following from Bannersville, Quebec. Victor Quanto says, "I'm following from Greenfield City, Sino County." Sam Toby says, "Good morning, my Freedom FM family." We have Stephen Yakade. Good morning. I'm following from Cotton Tree, District 2, Lower Makibi County. Yankee Johnson. Good morning, my big brother Wendell. And
Hey, Yankee Johnson,
Happy New
what's
Year,
up?
big brother.
Yeah, what's up?
Phoenicia's Junior Bar says, "I'm following you from Newcastle," and he says, "We are is coming back." Dennis Kofakra says, "I'm watching from Koba City, Kolahun District." And so far, we know these are all the comments.
All right, so let's get back to the phone lines. Those of you who are listening, you want to make your input relative to the assertion made by the current Vice President of Liberia, Jeremiah Cohn, that his government has failed to create jobs in the last 2 years. You can call in on 0776 104 104, 0886 500 104. And the female line is 0770-297-016. The WhatsApp line is +231 86 500 104. Let's take you as our next caller. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Yeah.
This government is getting gradually. This government will not order to provide job for Liberia. So
Why you think this government will not be able to provide jobs?
because the reason I'm saying this is because you can see on their governance. They don't have any international connection to or being partner or being NGO or being companies into the country. We are in power here. All of the NGO left, and the leader we have, the leader that was there was manually and flexible in the government. But now they are not part of the unity party, they are not unity party. They don't have time for you, they don't even think about you. They don't even want to know about you, the common people. You know that Liberia here, although not everybody, but it's going to provide vocational jobs for people from high school that will be able to do something, they don't get something to go to college. But for now, the way the country is running, the country is highly divided. They don't come and say, I want that thing, they don't put it in their own. So I don't know. It will be very difficult. It will be difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name.
Thank you. Let me say hello to the official person that I'm going to show up. Because I'm on top. I'm on board. This down rules. So we better you do, but in the whole world, putting the power, one is going to be, one is going to be, and that's really, that is for the government environment to see. I'm sorry, they're not going to from solar damage to everything. You myself, we then know better thing to do after the FPA that is going to put money to that, you myself to the hospital. Some was done, 1 million, that was done. You have to buy drugs. So tell me that the whole 1 million, then you buy drugs. You must say, why do you have nothing? We need to empower the youth, chemical or vocational training, whatsoever. Nothing else for the youth. So tell me the reason. Why are we saying to the country? Why are they saying? Nothing there. We get there. By God's grace. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's talk to you, this person. Good afternoon. I'm fine. I don't want to cut you off, but you have to move away from your radio. If you continue, I will cut you off.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to tell you true.
Tell us your name and where you calling from.
My name is A.A. Lamwe. I'm calling from Clarence.
Go ahead, Nabwe. Let's hear you.
It's good to tell you truth. The man has talked the actual truth. We're not able in what group you call February 20. That's what the man is saying. And you're not able. We're not able, you're not able. You can't force it. You can't force it. If you were able to join, they say they're able in.
So, Mr. Nambwe, let me ask you one question, right?
Yeah.
Why you think this government is failing to create jobs?
Create a job. All the things that say they were going to do, they don't have no means. It was just a rhetoric. Rhetoric. If you are telling the truth, the second man in the republic, they come open it and say that we're not able. They will know they're not able.
Thank you.
Now, job and even the ruling, they're not able. No one going on now. No one going on.
Thank you.
From America, you all of you, all of people. What it means?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Nambwe. Let's talk to this person. My man, I don't expect you to even do that in the first place. I don't understand. Go ahead and make your point.
Okay, anyway, I'm Jimmy, and this is Jimmy. I come from this is what is my preference is just a rock. And there's no way you can hide it. Your government, I know it's this job, and your government will not. It does not have you are asking why the government just no, we want to invest the money in a country that doesn't have respect of the rule of law. We want to invest the money in a country where especially when you go to the court, change their justice. So you and myself will consider some year. But in the next few years to come, some of y'all are people. I am studying work out a job. We will get suffer anyway. But y'all are studying work out a job. No, you see here. Unless you will not get it. Because even you win it down there. Say for example, we live in Mikutanya. Somebody just that way. Why is that your water? That's what I'm good at it. You look at your free investor go share in Zimbabwe there. Or you look at your app on your Bluetooth or your computer and you up in here that Zimbabwe can know. So when the government for the project because it's just somebody that people that work for the high money. Look at investing in that kind of project. And like where's the just somebody that look at somebody's job, get that, and get that money. Maybe that boy is actually on the fish. They may walking where facing justice, they may not regret it. They may smile. The reason why that man is smile because the man know he got a party. You just want kind of point, you want to
in Liberia. You know, they will go to the other play in another country. They will take picture. They say, yeah, that in Liberia, they think just to picture the country and picture the government at the time bad. But see what is happening in the last 2 years under this 42 years experience, grandpa, grandfather, father, uncle, somebody with 42 years experience who has served this country under his watch for the last 2 years. See what is happening in our country. Let's talk to you. Hello? Hello? Caller, are you there?
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Winter.
Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Last one.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm putting for last one, Mike.
Go ahead. How is everything there?
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead. Let's hear your contribution.
So, some of all with you that is Waka man, into nothing but that people. When Liberian people, they just confuse themselves. So, no need for the cry. Let them sit and wait after the 6 years. They're still crying. So, we just
Yeah.
get a man. Let them leave the man alone. I lived in the man community for almost 10 years. You see how that man nothing. Don't die in power of Waka. Waka children, most of them for here.
So the man was vice president for 12 years. You want to tell me you didn't feel the impact of the vice president at the time?
I said nothing. I lived almost a my hero for 10 good years.
So you want to tell me the way big holidays then can count other people then in the community can take, a few cups of rice to their neighbor, share, little thing with their neighbor. You want to tell me that man was vice president for 12 years. He didn't do it in rehab?
Half cup. Talk about half cup. Nothing. I'm telling you. I'm Moses Baker. I well knew in a rehab. I'm telling you too.
Wow.
And then nothing. Then I got don't know the confusion who told them got tired. Don't leave them woman alone. Look at the bad person who said. That's where you got big government. Oh man, don't know see you, man.
The man like somebody message vice president and somebody bring government said, why not? The man was senator, and he was senator, the people elected him. And so he was handpicked by Joe Bwaka to be his vice president. He succeeded, So folks, well, we gotta go. Time is very important to the business that we find ourselves. So we'll be here tomorrow, God's willing, Esther and I, together with our weather report man, to bring you the midweek edition of the print news. All right, 2026 is a year of courage. Tough time don't last. Only tough people do. Birds, they don't pray for feathers. What they pray for is long life, because when the life is there, the feathers will definitely grow. So let's keep our fingers crossed. All we can do is to engage this government, put their feet to fire, make sure that the promises they made, those promises should come to pass. So God's willing, we'll be here tomorrow. Until then, do have a pleasant Tuesday in the nation's capital, Monrovia. Esther, you want to chip in before we go? Okay, folks, we got to go. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. We got to go.